All right. Good afternoon. Welcome to the meeting of the Startup New York Approval Board. Before our consideration today, there are 4 amendments to plans from colleges and universities sponsors of tax-free New York areas from Clarkson University, Mount St. Mary's College, Rochester Institute of Technology, and SUNY Downstate Medical Center. Before we get started, let me just introduce myself. I'm John Majori. I'm the chair of this board. Abe, would you like to introduce yourself?
Abe Blackman, the Senate member of the board.
Thank you, Abe. And there is a vacancy at the assembly position, so we are the board.
For the time being.
For the time being, yes. The proposed amendments to the institutions I mentioned will support the expansion of existing successful participants in the Startup New York program and also accommodate the admission of new entrants to the program. Before we consider those, we'll do adoption of the minutes. I do have an amendment to the minutes. The first line of the minutes refers to Andrew Kennedy as having been present.
No.
He was not. I am much better looking. And so all those in favor of adopting that amendment to the minutes? Any objection?
Aye.
Aye, okay, the motion carries. Abe, any other adjustments to the minutes?
None.
Okay, with that said, I move to adopt the minutes. Abe?
Yeah, I vote aye.
So do I. That said, the minutes have been approved. Okay, so let's move on to consideration of Clarkson University's plan. At this point, we'll turn to consideration of Clarkson University's amendment of its existing plan to add additional campus space as a tax-free New York area. Patricia Hartle of ESD will provide us with a brief overview of the plan, after which I'll open the floor for comments or questions. So Trish.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Clarkson University has submitted an amended designation plan pursuant to Section 220.9 of the Economic Development Startup New York Regulations. This is the first amendment Clarkson University has submitted for board consideration. Clarkson is proposing to amend their campus plan to add 11,500 square feet of vacant space on 2 floors at Damon Hall and remove 10,000 square feet in Snell Hall on campus. The university has recently undertaken a project to completely renovate Damon Hall on their downtown campus. This will become part of the North Country Incubator Network and has the specific capability to support manufacturing startups. Clarkson is proposing the removal of 10,000 square feet at Snell Hall. Snell Hall was initially designated to include as part of the incubator. This plan did not pan out, and Clarkson now has other plans for the space to specifically accommodate graduate students. There is currently no business located in Snell Hall, and so this has not caused any negative effect. As a result, only 1,500 square feet of the space is being added to the total amount of space for Clarkson for a total of 29,500 square feet. The newly designated space will allow Clarkson University to accommodate a PhD candidate who is currently in Shipley Center for Innovation, interested initially in about 2,000 square feet of space at Damon Hall. The business will be expanding over the next 5 years. Clarkson University's original campus plan was approved July 1st, 2014. Clarkson plans to target businesses for high technology, including web development, nanoscience, materials, sustainable technologies, and environmental and energy companies that include natural resources such as produce, farm products, and wood products.
Okay. Any questions for Tricia? Comments?
Not on this one.
Okay. So let us vote on this. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, the ayes carry. We shall now move on to consideration of Mount St. Mary's amended plan. Tricia, would you like to go over that?
Okay. Mount St. Mary's College has submitted an amendment to their plan. This is the second amendment for Mount St. Mary's College for board consideration. Mount St. Mary's College is proposing to amend their campus plan to add 3,661 square feet of vacant space at 2 locations in the town of Newburgh. Mount St. Mary's College currently has designated 17,376 square feet of space. The additional space would bring their total to 21,037 square feet. The proposed space will allow Mount St. Mary's to accommodate 2 recently approved businesses to relocate to better serve their business needs. Specifically, the space includes access to a freight elevator and loading docks essential to the operation of the business. Mount St. Mary's original campus plan was approved in September of 2014. The college has targeted businesses in the areas of educational and training products, biotechnology, green products, health and fitness products and software, agriculture and food production, healthcare business intelligence and analytics products, media products, medical device development and testing, market research in social health and educational areas, and pharmaceutical manufacturing.
Okay. Abe, any questions on this one?
None.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The ayes carry. We are now going to move on to RIT's plan, amended plan. Tricia, do you want to talk about this one?
Rochester Institute of Technology, also known as RIT, has submitted an amendment to their approved campus designation plan pursuant to Section 220.9 of the Economic Development Startup New York Regulations. This is the third amendment RIT has submitted for board consideration. RIT is proposing to designate 58,036 square feet of additional vacant space at the Metropolitan Building in Rochester off campus. This includes floors 4, 12, 13, and 14. Once known as the Lincoln First Tower, the Metropolitan is a short walk from RIT's Center of Urban Entrepreneurship and the planned Finger Lakes Business Accelerator Cooperative. The additional space would bring their total amount of space to 119,917 square feet. This additional space being proposed will allow RIT to accommodate the growing expansion of an approved startup New York business. This is an information technology company specializing in the design of systems for on- and off-site backup disaster recovery and business continuity solutions that enable businesses to mitigate downtime in the event of catastrophic events. They are rapidly expanding and require additional space. RIT's original campus plan was approved in March 2014. They have targeted businesses for high-tech, sustainable, and green technology, manufacturing, game design and development, film and animation, software development, information technology, cybersecurity, aerospace, and imaging.
Okay. Abe, any questions or comments on this
Yeah,
one?
I do have some questions on this. With this amendment, we go up to a roughly 119,000 at RIT.
Yes.
Okay, what I'm not clear on, and I think it's great that RIT is really using the program, but has all the other space been allocated already to businesses?
They have incubator space that they would like to keep vacant. They will propose to come back to the board again to actually remove about 11 to 15,000 square feet in the Metropolitan. They just couldn't do it now because this business is on that floor currently and they're waiting for the space to be renovated. So they can't remove that yet until the space that's been proposed right now is renovated and they relocate to that space. Then they'll come back to the board to adjust the space.
So that would take the 119 down to about 105?
It would,
or-
yes.
Okay, that answers my questions. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. With that, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the vote carries. And our final one is SUNY Downstate Medical Center's amended plan.
Okay, SUNY Downstate Medical Center has submitted an amended designation plan pursuant to Section 220.5 of the Economic Development Startup New York Regulations. According to 220.5C5, SUNY Downstate Medical Center may seek to designate additional tax-free New York space subject to the Startup New York Approval Board as described in Sections 220.4D and 220.5F. This is the first such amendment being presented to the board for SUNY's Downstate Medical Center. They are proposing to amend their campus plan to include 5,037 square feet of office space at Industry City. This is formerly known as Bush Terminal in the Sunset Park neighborhood of Brooklyn. The complex includes 16 original buildings with easy access to trains and bus lines. Downstate Medical is also proposing to include 1,812 square feet of office space on the west side of the new labs facility. This is a state-of-the-art manufacturing hub at the Brooklyn Navy Yard. The Navy Yard offers a variety of workspaces and houses advanced prototyping shops, including a shared metal and wood shop, 3D printing lab, and digital manufacturing tools. The space will allow SUNY Downstate Medical to accommodate 2 already certified startup New York businesses, expanding to that space from incubation. The 6,849 square feet of space proposed for designation by SUNY Downstate Medical Center would be applied against the 75,000 square feet that may be designated by private colleges and universities in Kings County. SUNY Downstate Medical's original campus plan was approved in July 2014. As a downstate campus, the college has targeted businesses for high tech, including life science, pharmaceutical, technology service providers, contract research organizations, bioinformatics, and medical devices.
Okay. Any questions or comments on this one?
Yeah, I just have one comment. I just want to say for the record that I have a professional relationship with SUNY Stony Brook. I don't think it's a conflict on this, but I just want to make it clear that I, as a member, do interact with SUNY Stony Brook. And this is a SUNY project, so.
Okay. Thank you, and so noted. And Tricia, why don't I ask also for the record that I know the answer, but how is it that this board is considering a SUNY project?
I think I'm going to have Philip answer that question for the legal.
The economic development law restricts that space very closely, that public universities in the downstate region, particularly the 5 boroughs, can designate as tax-free New York areas. Downstate medical and similarly situated SUNY institutions are required to go to the board when they want to designate anything in excess of that which they are allowed to designate through the Department of Economic Development pursuant to statute. For downstate medical, that is solely incubator space. As this space will not be incubator space affiliated with Downstate Medical University, it needs to be presented to you, the board.
Okay, terrific. And normally, or most other SUNY-affiliated plans are handled by the SUNY board.
And approved by the Department of Economic Development, its commissioner, yes.
Okay. All right, so all that said, all those in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Okay, so moved. Are there any other outstanding issues?
None by me.
Okay, hearing none, I make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
I second. I agree.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. This meeting has been adjourned. Abe, thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you
Thanks.
soon.
Soon.
Thank you.
Yep. Take care.
Did I miss anything?